Evening, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all being safe during this, obviously, quite, for lack of a better word, unprecedented, tough times at the minute that we find ourselves under with these current global situations regarding this COVID-19 or coronavirus. Quite scary shit, to be honest. I don't know what else to say. It's quite a serious thing we're in now, like, and some of you might wonder why the fuck I'm still out. Unfortunately, due to my work requirements, plus the particular job I'm doing now, not just my normal job, I'm required still to attend work, along with it's a lot easier, just with the job sector we're in, and the job we actually do. So we're required. It's a normal working day for me, basically. Pardon the pun. I hate to say it. Although I would much rather be, obviously, at home, sleeping, recharging, doing whatever I need to do, and basically recuperating. However, needs must, and at the same time you've got to keep the money rolling, which, let's face it, a lot of us are in a tight spot now with that as well. But hopefully the government can work something out for us all. But anyway, the main thing, guys, is I hope you are all being safe, keeping your families safe, and I hope all you are doing well. And I just stick to the rules, guys. Use your common sense, obviously, because we've all seen it on the news. We've all seen it all gone. How the fucking fear and fucking panicking makes folk act. Between teenagers being out wandering about the streets still and no giving a jot, to the panic buying, to the fucking emptying the store shelves, to flaming. Well, put it this way, the grand's no happy she's on. I came in on Monday and told her you're on lockdown for up to 12 weeks. I had to quickly run out the kitchen because the frying pan was in her hand. Run, duck and cover. It was all I was going to do. She wasn't happy with that one, like. The least she gets out is when I take her down to the shop and that's it. Quick in and out. I back came within half an hour. Right back in. The door's getting locked. Oh, you've got to see the funny side to somebody in a bad situation, unfortunately, ain't you? Although I don't fancy getting walloped over the head with a frying pan. However, there was a couple of things I was going to mention and try and keep in touch with you, obviously, guys, because obviously I've not uploaded another dashcam video yet. I had went and bought a Ranger last month, Ford Ranger pickup again. Just as well I didn't show you it and tell you I'd got it and so forth, so on and so forth. Because put it this way, I couldn't have been more thorough with checking it unless I had a garage where I could put it up on ramps and go underneath it. Bought it, 10 days later, the chassis snapped. Just my fucking luck. Lo and behold, it only just went through its MOT the month before. Needless to say, the MOT at the garage that carried it out down in Falkirk was not worth the paper it was printed on, for the chassis to snap 10 days later. So, for the last fucking geese. So for the last 3.5-ish weeks, the truck's been in the garage. I was meant to get it back last Thursday night, actually, after the on-call and that down at the garage there. They've just done £800 worth of welding to the chassis to reinforce it, to rebuild it, and make it safe and drivable. Right, that's the van ready. Neighbour, on the Thursday night, go down, unload the grand wee Fiesta here, with all the work stuff, my keys, etc., my glasses, my torch, my fags, my drinks, blah de blah. Went to start the truck and it wouldn't start. Needless to say, the uncle wasn't happy with that one when I said to him, it's not starting. So, his dinner got chucked in the bin. He got it running with the brake cleaner through the filter intake bit. took it a run, dried the air filter off to see if it would run and continue to run if it just needed a kick and a good run to obviously clear stuff out or whatever. Brought it back to the gear 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, after a run down the carriageway. Put it off, went to put it back on again when they start. I spent a good few hours that night bypassing the new fuel new fuel pipes, the full lot, trying to bypass it, trying to everything I could think to get this thing started. Now, we're thinking it might be the ECU, it might be an immobilizer, it could be a stupid thing we have to do with the immobilizer. We're not too sure. It could be with the fuel tank getting taken off it, and it could be something no wired up correctly, but something shorted. It could be, God knows. Either way, it could be an easy fix, or I'm going to look for another motor this month, which, believe me, I'm getting a fucking headache for looking for motors. But at the same time, I'm burning petrol like it's gone into fashion on this wee Fiesta of my grand's. Holy shit! A £40 tank only gives me about 220 miles in this wee Fiesta, and it's a 1.2. And I'd seen there's a garage up the road here for me, which, when I realised who it was that was the garage that's selling it, I'll no go near the guy, because I bought a vehicle off him years back. I think it was my third vehicle, back when I was 18, give or take, no long after. I'd went for wee Corsa to start with, then went to Nissan Almira, and then I went and bought it was a Nissan X-Trail, and to say the least, the Nissan X-Trail should never have went through its MOT that morning that I picked up. The exhaust was rotten in 3 places, that when I went back to the garage and left it sitting on the forecourt driveway entrance to their store, needless to say, it was quickly booked into the fucking garage the next morning for the mechanics to look at, because I was refusing to hang with it. And the fact is, I tell them, I says, you either take the car back and get it sorted now and get it up to legal MOT requirements and road safe. I said, because I'm not driving it. I said, it's got 4 ball tyres on it. I says, I don't know what your garage is doing along there that you sent it to. I said, but I'll tell you now. I said, the tyres that are on that X-Trail, one of the 4 brand new tyres that I seen it on 3 days ago. I said, it's got 4 ball tyres on it now. I said, there was 4 brand new tyres on it 3 days ago when I viewed it in your garage here, your shed. I said, it's went for an MOT this morning. I've got 4 bald tyres, all legal, all literally on the limit. So I've already forked out for them straight away as soon as I've picked the motor up. I phoned you up about it, and he's fobbed us off. And then when I got it home, I find out that it shouldn't have went through an MOT, because I took it straight through to my own garage and got them to go through it, and it failed miserably. And when I claimed that it was an unroadworthy vehicle, you fobbed me off and told me it was and it's no way was it unsafe, blah 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 blah. When the customer's phoning you the same day they've picked the fucking vehicle up, telling you it's an unroadworthy condition and it's just passed the MOT that morning, you used to better start thinking what the hell your garage is that you're sending all this business to is doing to your vehicles. Because at the end of the day, you're the fucking seller, you're the retailer, you're the garage seller. And lo and behold, it went into the garage 2-3 days later, and I went in, and I wish I could have pictured the guy's face, guys. Went up on the ramps with this X-Trail, and you kind of got the wee arms with the wee rubber cup links for holding up your exhaust. He uncupped the first one at the back for the back box, stepped back, went to go, and literally as he went to take his step to go to the next bit, on the next bit of the exhaust went kaplunk. All 3 sections fell off the truck, the van, the motor, and down onto the deck of the garage flare. And the guy looked at me, and I'll never forget his words. Who passed that? 1 second. I took his ladder along the side, up the ladder, into the passenger, into the glove box, and I went like that. You did. Your name tag on your jacket. I've never seen a guy turn so many shades of white in all my life. But needless to say, I will not go back to that garage to buy any motors. But anyway, the crux of the story there that I was coming to before I got sidetracked there was the guy's actually got 2 Fiestas in there now. same make and spec as the Grands here, obviously newer shape, except they're the 1.4 diesel versions, both black, and I think one's a 2009 and one's a 2008, I think. However, relatively low miles again, but the 1.4 diesels on them are £20 and £30 tax brackets on the two motors. And yet this 1.2 petrol is 140 a year. Aye, okay. And you say it's to do with emissions. My arse, it's to do with emissions. You're picking numbers out of a hat, do you like? For the same make and spec of car. I said, but yet the 1.4 diesel to the 1.2 petrol, the smaller engine's costing at least 4 to 5 times more at 140 quid a year. Yet the diesel is 1.4 for the wee bit bigger engine with a bit more power. I said, being diesel is more economical supposedly. And yet it's 20 or £30 for these two cars a year road tax. Aye, okay. But anyway, guys, so I had been thinking about doing that and thinking about that, but then I what's happening. So, needless to say, I'm running a bit in this wee Fiesta and my fucking butt's killing me because didn't get me wrong, I like the Fiesta, I like how it handles, I like the modern look to it, and I like how it drives. It's just no comfort, it's just too damn wee for me. My long legs can't take it. And then when I get, like I said, I did the other night after the Grand went into the car for a quick run into the post office. I've still got the lump down the side of my head here, where I clobbered my head off the door frame getting in the car because the seat was that far forward and that high up. I couldn't get in underneath the steering wheel. So I went to go in the door and I fucking doing clobber. So I'm wanting my own motor again because it looks like I want to buy a backup, whether or not I get the truck fixed or no. And then if that happens, I'll go for there and then maybe even keep the truck or sell the truck and just stick to a car. I reckon. But needless to say, the holiday plans are well off. I'm glad I didn't book in, and the holiday plans have been put off. I don't know how many fucking times for October last year because Thomas Cook went out with the game, and then I went and forked out all the stuff for Christmas for the bains and made up for the previous year when everything was going that difficult way and I literally had no money to my name. And then this year, I was trying to get the holiday. Buy the truck last month on the lower wage, expecting the higher wage this month and my overtime, blah blah, and go and get the holiday this month. And then coronavirus hit. As I say, guys, just my fucking luck. But I'll hold off looking ahead. If obviously things get settled down and things pick up and get better, then I'll take the boys away for 2 weeks in October. Fingers crossed, but we'll see how it goes. Because obviously they can tell us we're under quarantine and lockdown for the next 3 weeks and hopefully lift it or relax a wee bit on the quarantine in 3 weeks' time if everybody sticks to the rules and follows the guidelines and all that stuff. Bull crap. They're not going to lift these restrictions in 3 weeks' time. There's no way in hell they're going to lift them. They'll either extend it or they'll get stricter, depending on folks stupidity. Look at Spain, look at Italy. Look at the death toll. Look at America. This bug is on steroids. And it's here. It's airborne. It's spread through fucking air particles. It's spread through moisture in the air. It's spread through physical contact. It's spread through when you're fucking sitting talking to somebody. This bug is here and it's here to fucking make a mess of everything. Put it that way. I says, we're not going to get rid of it in 3 weeks' time. There's no way in hell this bug's going to go away and everything's going to relax in 3 weeks' time. London's 2 weeks ahead of us. Italy's a month ahead of us. I said, look at the condition they're in. Look at France. The whole world right now is dealing with this bug and it is spread like fucking wildfire. So it's not going to go anytime quick. So we better all get used to it and get used to the restrictions and manoeuvre in life. And it brings me back to the other side as well. Because obviously with the grand safety and obviously with me taking certain precautions as well, with work and everything as well, trying to make sure I'm not exposed to the bug and I didn't catch it and vice versa. I can't risk bringing that home to the grandmother obviously. So, and with me using her car now, I'm kind of we had been kind of going through the motions there, as the Gran was saying. You'd be as well running about in that car now and then buying me a new one when this is all done with. I said, oh aye, I'll buy you the new car and I'm stuck with the wee thing. No. But I had said to her, I says, the way we've been working it obviously over the last couple of weeks, and then recently even more so, is because obviously with the truck going into the garage and everything, we're managing with one car. So I was weighing up all the options here. Would it be worth us just buying one car, and whether or no I can fix a truck or no, and sell a truck and then keep the car, and maybe in a few months' time, after I've got a few thousand behind my back, enough for a holiday, and then enough for another car, buy a car then. They now just pay for one car, one insurance policy, one tax bracket, and split the fuel. And I'll buy, even if I was to buy the wee Fiesta just to keep it because she likes the Fiesta, but go for the diesel version purely for me with the miles I'm doing and the work I'm doing, that the diesel would be far more economical for me, and far more cost effective that way. So we're kind of going through that motions now. I'm sick of looking at car adverts. I'm sick of. I mean, I didn't mind spending money on cars. It's just trying to find a decent seller and an honest seller. The other issue is as well that even though I've had a look at cars, I've always, the only time I was saying that to it was either Carlos Johnson there the other night, or I can't remember who it was. Somebody asked me, how much money you lost on cars? I said, I've not actually lost money on motors. I said, I've always, irrespective of what I've bought, to what work I've done on it, to then when I've sold it, to then what I've went and bought after it, I've always either made a profit and freed cash up, or I've always broke even. I always got my money's worth back. The only time I lost money was that the transit down in Falkirk there, where the guy took the money and fucking, you can't what happened there. The other side of the things was, I had just been on Instagram before I went to do this vlog here, and one of the I had 3 notifications there for when I last checked. 2 was followers and 1 was a like. One of the followers, a Paul Miller, 12 followers, and he's following 12 folk, and he's got 9 followers, 0 posts, yet his profile account picture is my fucking face. What would you think of that, guys? Should I be worried? Paul, do you have something to tell us? Because you sure as fuck ain't my twin. I don't have a twin. I'm the fucking oldest pal in my family. Well, minus the cousin on the father's side, but needless to say, I'm the oldest in the family here. I says, and I was raised myself for nearly 4 years. I said before the sister came along, so I seriously doubt I've had a twin brother that looks exactly like me now. I says sitting in my car with my picture, with my expression, and I want to ken how the fuck you got my Instagram photograph. But then again, stupid question. You look at the picture, screenshot it, zoom it in, duh. The other side as well, guys, the old, which car was it? The old Mondeo I had, 2005 model, but no the ST version, the one 3 year ago or something like that. The 2005 Mondeo I had then. The one that Callan done with me when he stood there for the car and was filming me showing you the light bar that I had on the roof at the time, through Light Bar UK. How many times am I going to hate to discuss this? How many times am I going to hate to explain myself and explain this subject and the law and the legalities and the legal requirements? I had a comment for a guy named Tim on the night version video to the Mondeo for the 2 rear strobes that I had fitted to it that night down in the park. And if you go back through the videos, guys, you'll find it. Just to let you know that under the Vehicle Roads Lighting Act, or whatever it was, 1989. I was born in 1989. Any private vehicle using any warning lights fitted to their vehicle for the UK public roads, you'd be breaking the law. Tim, as I said in my comments, I didn't want to disagree with you, but the Roads Lighting Use Act, or whatever it is, 1989, does not comply with this act to the requirements to the subject we're on here. The only requirements I must match are the Roads Vehicle Lighting and Use Act, 1989 maybe, or 1988 if I remember correctly. The only legal requirement, I says, there is no law in this country and the UK government that states I cannot fit an amber light or strobe lights to any private vehicle I own, whether it be a private car or a commercial vehicle, i.e. a van, pickup truck or fucking dump truck, tractor or whatever, agricultural vehicle. Any private vehicle can fit amber lights to their vehicle, any driver, any owner can fit amber strobe lights to their cars as long as they meet the following requirements, i.e. under the Lights and Vehicle Usage Act, i.e. R10, R65 regulated, they meet a certain amount, which when that applies to the flash patterns, the light output and the colour output, i.e. amber only for private vehicles, not blue, not white, and not red to be safe. Although I've heard a lot of fucking discrepancies with that one now. You can fit reds to the rear, as long as they're not doing like flash, you could hit flash, like alternating, and that's supposedly legal, but I reckon I've not looked into it because I've never used reds, I've always used amber. The other side of the thing is, as well, as I said in the comments, and my reply to him was the fact that under the law and the legislation and having subs for Lightbar UK, Dashcam Joe and all that stuff, I wonder how he's doing. Hi Joe, if you see this mate, I've not spoke to you in a while, but I hope you're doing well. They work in this industry, supplying, manufacturing and selling these lights to private individuals and companies and businesses. Right? Having checked with them over the years, having checked the legal acts myself via government legislation and everything, having checked with, as you all know, Bad Drivers Glasgow. Hi, if you see this. When he phoned the traffic cops on us that day for that same very, well, not that same very video, but the daytime video, the one before it, showing the light bar, phoned the cops saying that my lights were illegal. Traffic cops turned up at my house that day, remember? And I done the vlog in my wee Transit Connect. Because bear in mind, the video is about nearly 4 years old by this point. The fact of the matter is, my lights were never and are never illegal. They always met the UK legal requirements for UK public roads. They were only ever used in either an off-road, which was the fucking very rarity that I was ever off-road that I would use the lights for something. Because 9 times out of 10 they were used on the public road, which is legal by the way, if they're used in the correct circumstances, i.e. breakdown, car crash, emergency use only, which is what they're fucking implied for and supplied for and manufactured for event emergencies. That was the only circumstances the lights were used. Any of them. Doesn't matter what vehicle I had or what light bar I had. They were always only ever used in emergency situations. And I'm getting really fed up that even after all this time, I still get folk suddenly going to your old videos and commenting you're breaking the law, you're doing this, you're doing that. No, I fucking am not. If I get the truck working, or I buy my own motor, and as I was saying with wee Carlos and that there, sorry, I keep calling him Carlos, Carl Johnson and that, when I get my vehicle, whichever one I end up with next, I'm going to fucking fit a light bar, rear strobes, front strobes, grill strobes, fucking side strobes, and you can something, they're not illegal. And the first video I get where there's a breakdown, a crash, or I'm involved in a crash and the lights are used, I'm going to film it from all angles. Because there is no laws broken. If, however, I was driving down the public road there, or going about on my normal day-to-day job, going to work, right, or any public road, motorway, highway, whatever, and I'm just casually driving along, going to my job, and I put the lights on, and I'm sitting in the middle of the road myself, and a traffic cop sitting at the side of the road, speed checking folk, they will pull me over, and I could face charges for dangerous driving because of the fact that it causes it's a moving traffic violation, as I've said in the comments to Tim as well, because it's distracting other drivers. They are not getting... Seriously? Will you put me in the dark now? Oh, thank you very much. Oh, there we go. They're not illegal to use. They're not illegal to install. They're not illegal to fit. The only illegal part of having them is when you use them. If you use them, i.e. as I says, in a general going to work, driving about, day-to-day journey, you're committing a moving traffic offence. Yes. If you're using them at a breakdown, a car crash, whatever the case may be that way, and it's an emergency situation and you need to alert other drivers or make yourself more visible, it is perfectly legal and there's no law broken. I have had this discussion dozens of times with local response officers, traffic cops from up and down this country, from Edinburgh, Central Belt to Glasgow to fucking Dundee, and a few of the English ones when I've been doing that way, Carlisle way, and where the fuck was I? It wasn't Birmingham, and it wasn't London. Was it Luton? It might have been Luton. I'm not too sure. It might have been Luton. However, the fact is, they're not illegal. I can fit as many lights to my vehicle. Anybody that wants to claim they're illegal, go on Facebook and go and look at cars and vans with lights in Pride Scotland and tell me their vehicles are illegal. Or tell me their vehicles shouldn't be on the road. And tell me that they shouldn't be doing their annual Christmas events where they're doing the annual Christmas parades. You go online and tell them that on their Facebook page, that what they're doing is illegal, and tell them that their lights fitted to their vehicle are when they've spent thousands on their cars and their vans, and some of them are absolutely beautiful looking motors, and these guys have spent, these are, well, not petrol heads, but they have spent a hell of a lot of money making their motor look and display how they want it. All legal. All completely legal. I'm getting fed up explaining this. But anyway, guys, I know it's after 10 o'clock, I can't get a coffee. Oh no, I take to go to well, I could maybe get a coffee if I go to BP. Maybe. Anyway, guys, I'm going to shut off and stop ranting now. I'll keep you up to date, let you kind of how once I find it, because obviously the way things are with the truck now and the gauges and everything else, everything's kind of shut down now, so the truck's going to be sitting. So I'm kind of faced with running about in the Grand's car, or try to find something that I can go and pick up a second cheap hand car that now that does us a couple of months, does us a year, whatever, irrespective of what happens with the truck. Primarily just for me, the veins and my work, without using this wee thing as much as I like it. So we'll see what happens, but I'll keep you up to date that way, guys. The wee Peugeot I had though, I went to a pal of mine's, she's paying it up, it gets her on the road, it's her first car in a couple of years, so it's helping her out, and I left the dash cam and that for her. I have got a couple of clips, they're fake for before I sold it, on the phone, but it's like 3 clips, so it's obviously not enough to make any, obviously, video or that wise. And I'm not going to upload 3 clips, although, 2 weeks ago, just by chance, the Gran was actually driving, and we were coming down out the streets for the house. Fucking taxi driver fucking rattled a parked car down by the academy, because he decided he wasn't going to stop, and he was belting it up along the hill past parked cars. Meanwhile, we were coming down on our side of the road. So needless to say, he had to reverse, and then he wasn't very good at manoeuvring his car. So he clipped apart the car and took wing mirror cover clean off the car, and then drove off and didn't stop. Nice one, private hire driver. But anyway, guys, be safe, look after yourself, look after your loved ones, and I'll see you all again very soon. Have a good one, guys.